I got pointy ears. I'm an old dwarf. A dwarf? What did I say? Dwarf? I'm an orph. I'm a dwarf. I'm an orphan. I'm a dwarf. Look at me, so smart like Santa Claus. Maybe Santa Claus is a dwarf. Hey, wasn't I in The Hobbit? Or is that a different person? How long do dwarfs live? Gillies. Accent boy now. Cry me river. I'm like a slave. I like you. Can do my eyes. Oh, I could not. Let's do something fun tonight. I'm Elon. Sauron. Symbol. Holy cow, I'm like an Egyptian. Ribbit. Hey, look, everybody, it's Ceylon Dion. It's Narnia. Baby. Ribbit. And I will always. It's Gandalf. I swear I'm not a hobbit. Intro for episode 5, season 1. Ring of Power. A prequel of Lord of the Rings. Woo, 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 woo. Da 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 da. Written by Justin Double. Double as in like double bangle? Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Now the Hobbit's talking to Gandalf, so this is Gandalf, right? Right? Okay, so if this is Gandalf, so apparently he's like some kind of angel sent from heaven or something, and to interact and to help for some reason. I guess like I think that's. I mean, I haven't really read the books, but that's what I've heard. And so it's like he comes down. He doesn't know anything about himself. So it's kind of like Jason Bourne, except not exactly. You know, Jason Bourne, Bourne Identity. Matt Damon wakes up, doesn't know his past. It's kind of like that. So, except a little bit different, but it's like, okay, so he doesn't know, he doesn't remember, and he learns a little bit about himself over time. One thing I wonder is like in The Hobbit, he's fighting Sauron, and he doesn't do so good, and then the girl does a little bit better. Why? How? You know, the girl's in this show too. What's her name? So she's like an elf. How is he able to be more powerful than Gandalf? I like Forrest Gump. I'm like that one guy from the Vikings. I got that same beard, and then I go, I'm really strong, and I fall in love with that one girl in the one country, and then I get married with the girl. This little not hobbit girl looks at Gandalf and says, "You're good. Never mind. You accidentally killed some fireflies like Sparky from Moana, but never mind. It's okay. You're good. Let me infuse my goodness into you, and then my goodness will be your goodness, and then you're gonna be a good little boy. You're here to help." What? How do you know that? They're migrating. I mean, like they're still migrating. Now this looks really beautiful. Like I don't know, the mountains. What does it remind you of? Like Ireland or something in America? So they're traveling from I don't know where they started, but now they're going past Weedbrook. So one girl was singing. That kind of reminds me of the singing in Outlander, which is a time traveling show. Girl from like 1920 in like Germany or Europe, somewhere in Europe, England or something. She she goes to these Stonehenges, and she accidentally like tosses one right after a ceremony. Of some people are doing a ceremony thing, and she kind of slips by, sneaks up, and tosses a stone. Somehow she travels back in time over 100 years into 200 years into the 1720s, and falls in love with a guy, goes back into the future. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry. It's like Outlander, great show. Travels back into the present with she's pregnant with because she got pregnant from the guy, but she was already married in the 1920s or something. something like that. And then there's World War II, and then 19 maybe it was like 1930 or 1940, and then it's like she goes back in time, and then her daughter goes back in time too, and it's like all this time traveling, and it's like they're in like Ireland, and it's like and then they go to America, and it's like the early 1700s. Undercliffs, gray marshes. Oh, I'm going through a swamp water. Oh, so much hard work, you hillbillies. Crowd band. Now, why are they going this far? Why? I have no idea why they like. Do they do this every year, every 100 years? It's like in their book that they have to return to their hometown or something. Ooh, waterfalls. Don't tell me it's like there's some kind of census and they have to go back to Bethlehem with baby Jesus. So Dell, the braids. Sing to me, lands far away. So they're having a good time. I would say this first 7 minutes of the show, of this episode, is interesting, and you know I'm interested, a little bit interested in the Hobbit. I mean, it's not exactly the Hobbit show, but they're doing a pretty good job at like emphasizing on the lives of the hobbits. I mean, I think these are hobbits, but I think they're not calling them hobbits. It's raining outside. Gandalf's looking outside of the tent. This girl's out there. She's good looking and everything, and she's like an adventurer. She's like a female Robin Hood. There he is, lost and looking out, and she's just like staring at Gandalf. Oh, is it Gandalf looking at the moon? And do they have the same moon on whatever planet that Lord of the Rings is on? Like, what planet in it? What is it? Like where are they? Lord of the Rings planet, and they have a moon that looks just like our moon. A little bit of a flashback to when he landed on the planet. These people came to the place where Gandalf crash landed. Who are these people? Who is this girl? She's like using her hand to like examine the place where Gandalf landed, and she's like scanning it, almost like Star Trek, except her hand is the device. Excuse me, is this a man, not a girl? And who is this? So this guy like burns up this little orc's arm in the sun. Hi, I'm like a house maiden. Hello, everybody. I am a puppet. I mean, a puppet? Did I say puppet? I'm a pumpkin. And our enemies are coming. The Word Attack. I know I am not the king you've been waiting for. I am better than that. I am a woman. And this tower will be like a tower defense game that you can play with Warcraft. Good, fun for the whole family. It will be a symbol of our strength. God damn it. God damn it. What did you say? I'm a black person. Did you just say symbol of our peace? I mean strength? That'd be good. Well, stand with me as I make a face that only Lord Southern could make. Who will stand and fight? They raise their hands. First person to raise their hand, black person. Are made out of oatmeal. Ha bong bog. How do I say? How bong. Cowabunga. Wait, no. That's not what I meant to say. I wanted to say what this Mr. Screws said. You know, he's like, stand and fight. We're all gonna die if we do that. We should just run away like cowards. Run, Forrest, run. Come with me, boy. I don't know. Lots of people follow the guy to the doom or whatever. Some of them stay. A magical land. These two guys are having a conversation about serving and stuff. To what end, I have no idea. Hey girl, when I try to talk, his ears swell up a little harder. Well, man, speak louder then. That's what the judge said. In the Alex Jones case. Speak louder, lawyer dude. Now, do your job. Oh no, it's Sauron doing swordsmanship, welding. No, it's the Roman centurions. Someday I'm gonna be fighting you, Sauron. Today. You think Sauron's gonna do his part? That chance. Hey, girl, you used me. Oh, nah, I didn't use you. I look like my younger sister. Oh, whoa, girl. You saying that I'm gonna become a king? Yeah, maybe I'm using you instead. He walked away, and he's like, oh, nah, I'm not gonna help you or something. Forest, where's Yoda? Oh, no. The woman is telling this guy, hey, you gotta go steal the wheels of the other people and run off, and otherwise people are gonna starve to death. You know, bad stuff. You know how to do the bad thing in order to save the people the greater good. Scheme. Scam. We saw these prints that might be like bears or wolves. Oh no, we're ugly like wolves. Oh no, what are we, oh no, the hobbits. Oh no, what are the hobbits gonna do? Oh, it's a Gandalf, the bodyguard. Gandalf pounds the ground and they go flying. Now they're like going back and forth talking Elvis, and it's like not Elvis Presley, but like elves talk. Like there's no subtitles, so it's like, how's anybody supposed to know what they're saying to each other? Now he's training people on how to kill orcs. All you gotta do is stab her. Nobody can. All the men can't. She's a big tough fella. Everybody's fighting her. The fighting sequences are spectacular. No, watch out, it's Sauron. He looks at Sauron and is like, I didn't know you could do something like that. You know, the way that he picked up the sword. And it's like, he knew something, like, he knows how to do some stuff. And she's like, looking at him like, oh no. Oh no, you keeping some secrets from us? From me? From us? King Solomon, when all this is ended, elves will take orders from us. So he's talking about getting a king, the greatest king ever, which is probably going to be Sauron. So it's like he's like in that religion, that cult, whatever it is. Whether he knows who Sauron is or not, it seems like that's what he's going at, looking forward to. Father, I'm going to Middle Earth. For a minute I thought you were going to say Middle Earth. That'd be racist. All that awaits you there, honey, is darkness. Hey, that's racist. My skin's already dark. I love you, baby. Time after time, when you're lost and your heart is burning like a hobbit, you can come to me and rest in my bosom. I'm Gandalf, baby. You're gonna love me. I'm kinda like that guy in Mortal Kombat with lightning coming out of his eyes and the Mexican hat. Time after time, you're gonna love me no matter what I do. Time after time. Now he's looking at his arm. It's like he's freezing his arm, maybe to heal it or to kill it. I don't know what he's doing. But I think it's like he might be remembering how to talk like an angel or whatever that he is, Gandalf. He might be trying to kill himself, but then now he's freezing the girl, and so he has to decide, does he want to kill the girl too? She gets blown away. The girl hobbit runs away. He's a little terrified. Is this guy in the Hobbit movies? I don't know. The dwarves and the elves are having some kind of reunion. They're having a back and forth about, destiny and motivation, about expanding civilizations and their territories, and whether it's on the land or under the ground, inside mountains, as the dwarfs do. Like, what determines the motivation and how far in, how deep they go digging. What did they say? Hi ho, home to work we go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. So he has some kind of ring or something? Could it be that he already has like a ring of power? Or has it not yet happened yet? I don't know. Is that supposed to be golden ivory that's wrapping around the trees? Housekeeping. The removing of stuff off the table is when like a wedding, what do you call it, over that face. So he's telling a story about an elf or something fighting to protect a tree. This is some kind of flashback, something that happened a long time ago, thousands of years ago or something. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know. And then on the other side, there was like some kind of demon creature. That might be the same creature in one of the Lord of the Rings movies, where Gandalf says, "You shall not pass." Or it could be just like a similar kind of demon creature fighting an elf or whatever that person is to try to get a tree or something. And then like during the struggle and the fight, some kind of power came out of it that went into the roots of the tree and then deep into the ground. So this might be the origin story to the ring, the Lord of the Rings, to the Ring of Power, that the power was created during the struggle, like between the good and the evil. Because there was a good guy, there was a bad guy. The bad guy was like a big monster demon thing, and they're fighting around a tree, and then somehow like pure goodness and power and lightning came out of it and went down to the bottom of the tree, bottom of the roots, and then like towards a mountain, and then like the dwarfs are like digging and mining and going towards that, and maybe they found some of that, and then they start to make the rings out of it. And then this guy's like, "Oh, I promise not to reveal the secrets." And then he says, "What if keeping that secret, the dwarf's secret, meant ensuring the doom of your own little elves people?" It might be that this is the fairy tree that the urban legend is built around that I mentioned earlier. It looks like the tree is dying. Looks like time is running out. So it seems like not a lot of people know about this. Did the what am I saying? Did the dwarves find the orc, or not? I don't know. The other guy was like, you're gonna have to decide, and this is a big problem, and it's gonna mean like the end of the world kind of thing, not just for one group or another group, but for everybody. And then he walks away, and he just stands there. Now, who is this guy? Is he in the Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or something? As an older person, I don't know. Oh no, some gonna fight, and then that caused an explosion. It was a ship. It was gonna be a voyage. So this is the part where Sauron's like something about darkness, tossing darkness. He's talking to the girl. "So why do you keep on fighting?" And the girl says, "Because I cannot stop. I cannot stop. Company I led mutilated against me. Her." Is this supposed to be Sauron? The guy bows down. It might be Sauron, or it might be one of the guys that works for Sauron. Who is that boy? Is that the boy that becomes the one elf in the Lord of the Rings? I imagine this is just a boy, a human boy, not an elf. What is that? The sword in the stone? Is there supposed to be some kind of King Arthur? It's over. Some kind of tower. So now this elf is saying something like that eventually their immortal souls will dwindle. Like, in other words, not immortal after all. Not really immortal, just immortal in the sense of they live a very long time. So he's telling the dwarf that the elves have to, try to get this thing, or they'll have to leave by the springtime. And it might be that they can't live there because of the environment. And so therefore it's like either they live where they're from in their hometown, their home continent, or they have to live like in a special environment, like inside the dwarf world or something. I don't know exactly. So the dwarf agrees and is like, okay, let's walk back, and I'm gonna try to convince my father, the king, about all this stuff. And then there's this guy's like standing there watching them like a creep. Like it's almost like he's a bad guy. This guy's like just staring at something. Definitely he's Sauron. I think he's Sauron. Oh, looks like he found the thing. The Sauron symbol thing or whatever that is. So it's like Sauron's looking at it and like, oh look, they're on to me. Some kind of ceremony or parade. It reminds me of the end of Star Wars. Phantom. What's it called again? Phantom Menace. Hello. I'll miss you. I'll miss you. You're going off to do whatever, and I'm here alone with the baby. Is there a baby? No, there's no baby. Da 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 boo doo doo doo. Here comes the royal queen lady, the elf lady. Now all the guys, even the men too, on the ship, they have to wear the blonde hair just like her hair. It's like even the guys have to wear the blonde hair. Some kind of style, some kind of theme, some kind of something's going on here. It's like a uniform, and everybody's wearing the same helmet, and all the helmets have a blonde wig thing coming off of it. Why? I don't know. She gets an opportunity to shine in the sun, in the spotlight. Why? I don't know. I mean, I guess she is very important. She always has been. No denying that. Everybody's looking at her. Everybody is at attention. And they probably should be. And there's a big emphasis on her. Not a lot of emphasis on other people, especially men. Just women. They're the best. They're always the best. And I don't deny it. But what about the men? Oh my god, it's a girl. Shut the hell up. You just want to do me. You just want to spank me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm gonna smash you right here. I'm gonna smash you over there. I'm gonna slay you in my car. I'm gonna slay you at the bar. Woo. Here's the girl and Sauron. They're like shaking hands. They're gonna like work together to like find Sauron or something, even though he is Sauron. Ooh, yeah. I'm right under your nose. You're never gonna find me because I'm right here. You already found me. You just don't know it. I think they probably stole this story from George Lucas and Star Wars. Like the idea of Palpatine, like he's hiding under people's noses. Him and his master, Plagueis. It's like he's like the ultimate bad guy in Star Wars. And it's like he's a Sith. He's the Emperor. He's Darth Sidious. Mr. Palpatine's just a guy. Just an ordinary guy. And then he takes over the universe, takes over the galaxy. Turns the old Republic into the Empire. The first galactic empire. Same thing with Sauron. Sauron in Lord of the Rings. He's just a guy. Just like the Emperor in Star Wars. He's just a guy in Lord of the Rings. So it's like the girl can't figure it out. It's just like Yoda in Star Wars, all the Jedi, they can't figure it out. They can't feel it. The darkness, the dark side of the Force, they can't feel it in Star Wars, in Lord of the Rings. It's the perfect cover up. It's the Luciferianism, Lucifer, Satan, the devil, disguised as an angel of light. O morning star. That's right. O morning star, I shall extend my throne above the stars of everything. They're going to Middle Earth.